Yeah. So below here are an insane amount of stop losses. So raise your hand if you're in a long position and your stop loss is below 40K. And if you have raised your hand, then you might as well close your trade now. No financial advice. This is only for educational purposes. I'm serious. That area will be revisited. Yeah. And those stop losses will be triggered sooner or later. And if you don't believe me, well, then just wait a few days. Maybe we only have to wait a few hours. Let's get cooking.
Before you continue, please pause the video and read this trade disclaimer. None of the information contained here is financial advice. This is only for educational purposes.
All right, let's get going. Hey, George. So Bitcoin is now under 41,000. But wasn't it supposed to go 50K? So this 50K area is something that I've personally been looking at for months, at least June last year, as a possibility. And why? Because it is an extremely high and very strong area of resistance. So now we have here the current weekly candle. This is a weekly time frame, by the way. We can also do a quick yearly one. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, look at it. Yearly level takes the highs. What else can I say? It's right there in front of you. ETF news. Come on, man. Now this chart is a little bit too young because it's the Bybit chart and only goes back to 2018. So if you've been around crypto for a few years, then you know that, for example, 2017 in December, a very famous legacy exchange, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, opened up their Bitcoin futures. And I remember vividly on Twitter, YouTube, social media, oh my God, the institutional money is coming in. Bitcoin's gonna go from 20K to a billion. You know, the craziest stuff. Yeah, trend to the moon, exactly. Trend line to the moon. And what happened? Well, they shorted the hell out of it. What's happening now? Well, we'll see. Anyway, that was the yearly time frame. Monthly time frame, also very, very nice, because simply from that perspective, you can already see there's a monthly level here that was untapped since April 22. Price reaches it, travels through it a little bit, takes the highs even better, and retraces. Yeah, not a surprise. And here we are now. This is the weekly time frame. Yeah, we're gonna ignore this stuff on the left for now and just focus on what we got right here. And we have a very nice, perhaps you can already see it. I'm going to turn on my analysis in a second. I just want to keep the chart clean for a sec. That's your weekly level of resistance at around 43.9. And the level of support from a weekly candle perspective is 41.3-ish. Yeah, which did hold, to be fair, for a few weeks. Actually, for an entire month almost. And this week, once again, starting at least with a push to the downside. Perhaps you've already noticed that these lows are extremely close to each other. If you read textbooks, they're going to say, oh, double bottom is great support. Triple bottom, even better. Buyers are very interested. Yes, that may be so. However, what you create here is an insane liquidity pool. Or liquidity, yeah. I'm not going to say it. That one's only for the Vanguard section. So below here are an insane amount of stop losses. So raise your hand if you're in a long position and your stop loss is below 40K. And if you have raised your hand, then you might as well close your trade now. No financial advice. This is only for educational purposes. I'm serious. Don't listen to me. Please don't listen to me. That area will be revisited. Yeah. And those stop losses will be triggered sooner or later. And if you don't believe me, well, then just wait a few days. Maybe we only have to wait a few hours. So now I promised you that I would show you the high time frame analysis. Here we go. I'm going to turn it on. Boom, in your face. There you go. Yeah. We have a confluence. In other words, many factors coming together of the monthly level, the yearly level, the biggest point of control of the past 4 years, the big golden pocket pool, and also weekly level up here at 50K or slightly above. And also there's one more thing, which is insane. The 1618 extension of the wave 3 that we've had since the bottom. This is a very rough Elliott wave count, and it was hit perfectly. Not close, but perfectly, which is kind of insane. And everything at the same area, yeah? This box of resistance is ridiculous. So if you start telling me some ETF is going to be approved news when price is reaching this level, that makes it even better, because a lot of FOMO is going to come in here at the worst place possible and price is going to pull back. And the only thing that's happening here is that short positions, big ones, are being filled, preparing for price to go down. Which brings us to the next question. How far down can it go? I already told the Vanguard section last week. Should we tell them? Okay, vote. Anyway, that's the high time frame rejection from a very, very, very strong box of resistance. Yeah, that's my 50K res folder, which you can see in the trailer that I set up for this stream today as well. That we were talking about this, end of June or something as a possibility, as this value area low was being claimed. What is he talking about? What's a value area low? If you don't know that, then join us in the Safehouse Vanguard, and you will find a fantastic module that tells you exactly what this tool is, what it does, and why it's so amazing. Look at that, it has a red line and price rejected from it. Look at that, it did the same thing here a few years ago. Oopsie daisy. Yes, it is an area to pay attention, and the value area low is this right here, 26.7. May, June 2023. Price was dancing around this, attempting to claim it. Yes, I claim it. No, I lose it. Finally claims it, all the way up to the point of control. This is not a surprise. This is claiming a very, very important resistance, flipping it to support, and then running to the next one, which is this one. Oh, who was around May 2021 and caught the short at 58K? Ooh, raise your hand. Yeah, that's the plan to the downside pretty much. Hit them stop losses, and then we'll see what happens after that. Because this can trigger one of two reactions. First reaction is price goes down here, triggers the stop losses, but the selling starts failing. Yeah? Aggressive selling opens at the worst place possible, arguably at the bottom, and then very strong buying shows up, absorbs all of the selling, and price starts to reverse and climb back up through this local range that we have here, approximately like this box. That would be massive swing failure pattern. Option number two, nobody shows up to buy, and this just smashes down and starts triggering stop losses like crazy. And where it can stop, the first thing I'm looking at is actually this right there, 40,000. Yeah, I already have an alert on it. I fully expect price to come down here. Perhaps today, it's already on the way. It either smashes through and goes on to the next range. Yeah, down here, 37.8 to 35.5 approximately, this little area here, or it climbs back up and rotates this range up here. Yeah, so the range up here would be something like this. Yeah, it's dancing around the value area low now, so it is still at support. Yeah, it looks like no, it's very weak and whatnot, and it's definitely missing one more push to the downside, for me at least. Make your own decisions. That's what this is all about. Don't listen to anyone. This is not financial advice. It's just for educational purposes. Yeah. No, it's a secret. No. Yes, if you enjoyed what to see, please press the like button and the subscribe button. It helps out a lot. So for the local range, this is still at support. One more push to the downside would be ideal for me, but that doesn't mean this cannot just start crawling back up and rotate the entire range too, making this entire area down here even worse than it already is. And to the upside, one level I would definitely mark if this thing did start to rotate for this week. We're trying to make a plan for the week, right? So to the upside, have to recognize, yeah, besides the monthly and yearly and all that stuff we already looked at, recognize that there's a fresh weekly level at 43,925. And the point of control of the entire range since December, so we're nearing 2 months of data, is there too. So that will be your Fadongas. Wow. And there's not a single fib even close to it. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, to reach this golden pocket and this daily level up here, yeah, there's a fresh one up here too. That is gonna take some special effort, because this is a triple resistance right there. That's gonna be a problem. But we're missing pieces of the puzzle. What happens today, and I don't mean right now, London session is running. What happens today during the New York session, very important. That will decide, show me clearly what's next, or what I want to do next. So I hope you understand the concept. I hope it all makes sense now. And that's pretty much my view on Bitcoin. And that's another daily level, 43,100, that you should be aware of. Trend overall macro still bullish, yes, but this here, this little formation here is a nice and big swing failure pattern, of course, and also the possible beginning of a reversal. Possible. Now, confirm that by making a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Yeah, change market structure. That's what needs to come next. Otherwise, we have to still admit that the structure is for now overall bullish. This section of the chart is already looking a little strange. Yeah, and the price action since the drop is very different And also the order flow readings is very different to what came before. So there's definitely a before and an after. They said I should not tell you. Okay, sorry. Then I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking next about high time frame bias targets. Sorry, guys. If you want to know, you're just going to have to join the Vanguard because they just voted no, don't say it. All right, on to the next one. NASDAQ it is.
Elevate your mastery in trading. Join the Safehouse Vanguard today.